This week on Steve's Outdoor Adventures, we travel to Wyoming with the Slunger Hollow Productions hunting team on a close-range archery hunt for big pronghorn antelope. We're bow hunting the fastest animal in North America on another exciting episode.
Steve's Outdoor Adventures is sponsored by Burris Optics and the Eliminator Laser Scope, Stormcloth 2 Performance Outerwear, Corbon DPX Ammunition, Kershaw Knives, the new Bresser 360 Trail Camera, Steiner Binoculars, Outdoor Trail Freeze-Dried Foods, Montana Decoy Company, CVA Muzzle Loaders, and UDAP Bear Pepper Spray.
Welcome to this week's episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures. On today's show, we're traveling to Wyoming to archery hunt for pronghorn antelope with my friends from Slunger Hollow Productions. Now, one of our best antelope outfitters in all of Wyoming is located south of Gillette, where he hunts on over 50,000 acres of his family lands. And this region is home to the Pumpkin Buttes antelope herd, which is the largest antelope herd in all of North America. And this area has no shortage of good bucks, and our clients have always had a great deal of success when hunting here. The pronghorn antelope is the fastest animal in North America. They can run at speeds that exceed 60 miles an hour. Their large goggle eyes allow them to see nearly 360 degrees, and their acute sense of smell allows them to detect predators very quickly, especially hunters that are hiding in ground blinds. Pronghorns are most often hunted with rifles, which greatly increases the odds for success. But hunting them with a bow and an arrow is much more challenging. It makes for an up-close and personal hunting adventure. Antelope hunting is largely underrated due to the sheer number of animals that are found scattered throughout the western states. But the reality is that antelope hunting is exciting, especially when you close the distance in archery hunting. Now, John Bleasdale's been our video editor for several years, and although he spends most of his free time hunting big whitetails in Ohio, he occasionally gets a chance to sneak away for a few weeks each year to do some other big game hunts. In fact, if you've followed our show for the last several years, you've seen that John and I have filmed several great shows together. They include archery elk, red stag in South America and New Zealand, and even brown bear hunts in Alaska. John is also president of Slunger Hollow Productions, located in Chillicothe, Ohio. They specialize in producing whitetail hunting DVDs and television programming, and Slunger Hollow Productions is really well known for capturing some monster buck kills each year, and their Fair Chase Whitetails DVD series is really popular amongst whitetail hunting enthusiasts. Now, the Slunger Hollow boys are bow hunting nuts, and when John expressed his interest in archery hunting for antelope, I knew exactly where to book his hunt. John will be heading to Wyoming with his partner Scott Newman, along with Slunger Hollow Production staff members Ed and Jerron Deddy. Now, the group booked their hunt for the first week in September, and the weather in Wyoming during this time of year is typically pretty hot and dry, which normally makes the hunting over water holes a surefire way to ambush big pronghorn.
Get in here and get everything situated. Oh. We hunted this spot opening morning here when we were here. I think it was yesterday morning. Had a big goat, and he's actually out up there. We come in a different direction. We got a pond right behind us that we were set up on. The blind was down over the hill. We thought the goats would come in there. Well, there's a little pipe coming up out of the ground. It's got some water in it here. So we adjusted the blind, split the difference. It's about 38 yards to the edge of the pond, 40 yards there. And, you know, we're sitting there watching this big goat. We just need him to get thirsty. He's a nice goat. He's a big shooter. I get everything ready to rock and roll here. He's got to get thirsty sometime. Johnny looks like an old whitetail buck in Ohio, man. Rut's getting close. He's doing the same thing he did the other morning. He's just working that area, scraping the ground, rubbing sage. Johnny, right here, right here. That's a pretty good buck. He's right over the edge of the hill there.
Stay with us, folks. After the break, Scott takes a shot at this dandy buck in Wyoming. We'll be right back.
Here we go. See him come out there. 60 yards, baby. Tell you what, the faster we set up this way, goats coming in behind us. Look like a Chinese fire drill in here trying to get this stuff spun around. Look like a good hit. I'm not for sure. It's my first antelope, and with archery equipment, an Athens bow, man, 60 yards. I think I smoked him in the wind. It's ready to shoot a fast, wide bow. What a beautiful goat. One of my goals when I came out here was get one with this pretty heart shape. Man, he hooks in good. Just a gorgeous animal. And let alone take him with archery equipment. That Athens bow did the number on him. We're not 100 yards from the blind. Man, I'd just love to thank Steve West with Steve's Outdoor Adventures for making this possible. This was a hunt of a lifetime, and I'll never forget it. Here. It's awful breezy. But the wind is good. I'll tell you what, I just can't get over how hot and dry it is here. You know, it's the first part of September, and you know, I guess that's a hot, dry time, but whew, water is scarce here. You know, typically with the bows, we'll set these blinds up over water holes, but this is a little bit of a unique situation. They just like to feed in here, so we're going to take advantage of that. Clear shots all out in front of us. We should be in good shape. Go down, go down, go down. Go down, go down, go down. Yes! 33 yards right behind the shoulder. It didn't take him long to go down, baby. Athens accomplished. Man, you are a weapon. Whew. Boy, that was a short hunt. Come all the way to Wyoming, 45 minutes later, bang! I tell you, for an Ohio boy that grew up hunting whitetails, coming out here to Wyoming to hunt these beautiful antelope, what an amazing change of pace and an incredible hunt. I'd like to thank Steve West with Steve's Outdoor Adventures for arranging this hunt for me and my friends. I tell you, we've had a great time. Whether you want to hunt them with a bow and arrow or rifle, they have a lot of antelope out here. Odds are very, very high, 100% to date as a matter of fact. And if you've never went on a big game hunt before, try an antelope hunt. They're not as expensive as other big game hunts, but yet you're going to be treated to an exciting hunt that's challenging yet rewarding. You're going to see a lot of animals and have a great time. Once again, thanks Steve and Steve's Outdoor Adventures.
After the break, we'll join Ed Deddy as he encounters a dandy pronghorn at first light. We'll be right back.
Well, we made it into the blind. We've been watching these antelope for a couple days now. This watering hill all over the hill here, and they've been rolling around here and coming up this low spot that's really green in here. This is a area where the water has just drained into here, and it's got everything real green. So they should be in here pretty quick. So we're going to settle in, and tell you the truth, I've got a mule deer tag. That's why I'm primarily here. I'm not going to be real choosy about an antelope. Get me a decent one in close, and I think I'm going to try to put one on the ground quick. JD, right there, coming up through that little draw right there, just like we'd been seeing him do. There's a couple good bucks in here. Yeah. Okay, I gotta work them right around. One to the left, one to the left. Man, do you believe that? That's what you call short and sweet. I mean, we just got here. We've been in the blind tops 10 minutes. I mean, these goats just walked in here. I don't know what happened right there. They got a little spooky, and some of them took off, but you know, they're just kind of a spooky creature anyways. But one of them wasn't quite as leery, and as you can see, he's the one that took the shot. Great. First antelope with my Athens buddy. Right there is how you want to see an arrow. Right there. That's center punch. That's money right there. Let's go get it. I'd like to thank Steve's Outdoor Adventures for hooking me up
on this Wyoming antelope hunt. Last year, my wife booked the hunt with Steve for my 30th wedding anniversary, and I took a nice goat with my rifle, and the only thing I could think about on the way home was getting out here with archery equipment. It's more of a challenge, but guys, this is a blast. Archery equipment's the way to go. Plenty of goats. You just got to be patient and just take your time and work through it.
It's Jaron Daddy's turn in the blind when we come back from commercial break. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back.
Well, we've been working pretty hard. We ended up pulling one of the double blinds from one location, relocating to this other spot. There's bucks all over this place. I don't even know how to describe it. Just like right now, we just set this blind about 400, 500 yards out away from us. There's a buck running a doe. It's the activity is just insane. I mean, we're seeing animals every place, but bow hunting's a little bit different. Getting them into that magic number is where it's at. So feel pretty confident about this setup. I'd say we'll put one on the ground. We'll give it a shot anyway. Sit back in the hunt more chair, relax, and just give them time. We have some does and a pretty nice buck. Just worked up. Bad thing is, there was a blind site we had earlier in the day over there, and they're walking right in front of it. We moved down here hoping to pick them up from this other side, and they're slipping in the backside on us. But good buck coming in, Dad. Actually, there's a couple good bucks. That one in the back's a shooter. He's a good buck. Go down right there. Go, stay down there. Yes! Absolutely smoked him. That was great. We had so many antelopes. I mean, so many different bugs. Everything just worked out really well in this hunt. I mean, had a good time. Got to spend time with my father, and that's what it's about. And got to take my first antelope with archery equipment.